Repeat after me, please. No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. It's not over until I win. You got that right.
Oh yeah. Live your greatness. Les Brown said, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, I reach high. I won't be dismissed.
Let me tell you something. What people think about you and the possibilities for your dream is none of your business. That's their business.
Until I win. It's not over. It's not over until we win.
Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you have it, that you work on it, that you develop yourself, that you go for what is yours in the universe. And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of stretching out, of acting on my dream, and I don't know what that dream is for you, I can tell you that it's possible. No one could have convinced me that after just over 6 years, I will have my own book entitled Live Your Dreams. Just over 6 years, I will have 5 specials on public television. Just over 6 years, I've done motivational speaking for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, Xerox, IBM, just over 6 years. I'm saying to you, your dream is possible.
You gotta be hungry. You gotta be hungry. You gotta want it bad. I'm reaching, I'm striving. I'm never done. Forget yourself, forget your past, and focus on your future. Every setback is a setup for a comeback.
What fears that I'm allowing to imprison me, it's keeping me from breaking out, that's keeping me from living up to my true potential, that's keeping me from really being happy? What's keeping me from controlling my destiny?
Because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. And you've got to have a mentor who's experienced, who's been there, done that, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame.
You gotta be hungry, you gotta want it bad.
Somebody tell me,
live your greatness.
But it's you. The major key to your reaching your dream, your living up to your greatness, your making your contribution is you.
We'll keep rising.
We'll keep rising.
We'll keep rising.
Oh.
And if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or gulf, sickness or pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God you'll get it. This is Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, Leslie Calvin Brown, saying, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. Thank you.
And we'll keep rising. We'll keep rising.
All right, welcome back to Max Out, everybody. Today is an honor for me because I didn't even want to tell him this off camera, but this man has changed my life. Many years ago, I was living at home with my mom and dad, and my dad got me a job, as most of you know, at an orphanage at a group home. And about 3 days later, he says, you need to start to get motivated. And he said, I just heard this guy in the car. Somebody gave me one of his tapes. You need to listen to this man. He's incredible. And I put the cassette in, and my life started to change. And that was the journey of listening to literally hundreds of hours of this man's work impacted my life. I consider him to be the greatest speaker I've ever seen, and or heard. And many of you know that that's something that I do as well. So I'm pretty scrutinizing about those things. This is a man who was born as a twin on really in a dirty building on the floor. He was labeled as the not so smart twin, was labeled as a child to have some retardation. As a matter of fact, got adopted by Mamie, and the rest of it is one of the most amazing stories you're going to ever hear. And it's like an honor for me, everybody, to introduce this man to you, because today's going to be an absolute treasure.
There comes a moment in every person's life when what used to work no longer works the same way. The world changes, technology changes, the questions you're being asked by life change. And if you're honest, you may feel that quiet tension inside, not because you've failed, but because you've outgrown an old way of operating. This is what I call the age of greatness. It's not about how old you are, it's about alignment. What matters at 25 looks different than at 45. And what matters at 60 requires a different kind of wisdom altogether. Success in uncharted territory is not about chasing trends or learning one more tactic. It's about clarifying your values, understanding the season of life you're in, and choosing your future with intention. This experience begins with a simple question: what matters now? And the courage to answer it honestly, if you're ready to stop reacting and start realigning. I invite you to begin with the Greatness Clarification Assessment, because clarity is not about knowing everything. It's about knowing what matters next.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Look, man, I'm pumped up. I'm excited. You know, there's my favorite scripture says, find a man who's diligent at his work, and he shall stand before kings and not mean men. You know, and a lot of y'all in this generation, for real, y'all on that microwave stuff. Y'all want it quick, you know, and real success, for real, it takes time. And I've been doing this for over 20 years, and it took 20 years to get in the room with this man. And so, you know, before we get started, I just want to give y'all a backdrop, because, you know, I don't introduce you, for real, I don't introduce y'all to just anybody. You know, I love y'all. You know, the work that we do is special work. And so I'm privileged. I am honored to be in the room today, man, with a, you know, not just a man of God, not just, you know, a trailblazer, a maverick, you know, but for me, the first one that I've ever seen, you know, doing this work, and that's Les Brown. And I also want to say, like, one of the main reasons he's here, not just because he's speaking, he's been successful. And y'all may not know this, because like sometimes you don't know a person's story. You see them and they shine, but just like your boy, a high school dropout, I never will forget hearing him talk about where he was academically. And I'm like, yo, if he could go from where he was academically to where he was when I saw him in like the 90s, I'm like, E.T. can get it done. And so a lot of times, you know, people come to y'all, they haven't been where you've been. They don't know your story. They don't understand. They're talking to you from something they read, something they heard. They read Stephen Covey's book, and now they telling you the 7 principles. No, this man has been there. He's done that. So I wanted to do you a huge favor. For those of you who watch me, I wanted to introduce you to the person, you know, who inspired me. So he's in the building. He's in the building, the one, the only Les Brown. How you doing, Doc?
Man, I'm doing great. How about you?
If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, it's not over until I win.
This guy can resonate.
The people that are running after their dreams
He can bring the house.
are the people that are hungry.
Oh man, this guy is going to light a fire under your ass.
Shake somebody's hand on your right and left and say, you got to be hungry.
My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
Les Brown's a motivational speaker. says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are representing your unfulfilled potential.
Given to you by life, and you for whatever reason you never acted on those. You've got to be hungry. Hungry.
Age is one of the shortest and biggest words in the English language. We treat it like a number you carry around, a label stamped on your forehead, a countdown clock that started the second you took your first breath. When we are children and enter this world alone, one of the first questions we're asked is, how old are you? We are not asked, what age are you? The difference matters. Old is a measurement of time. Age is a state of being. Your birth date does not define you. Your years do not confine you. The calendar tells you how long you've been here. Your choices tell you what age you're living in. I invite you to step into the age of greatness. Not later, not someday, now. Whether you're in your 80s like me or like one of my teenage grandchildren, the age of greatness is available if you'll embrace it. It is not an age reserved for the lucky. It is a decision available to the willing. Greatness is not a destination. It is a daily choice to live at full capacity, on the inside first. It is the refusal to let the past narrate the future. It is the discipline to plant one seed of effort today and water it tomorrow. It is the courage to turn belief into action and action into identity. This mentorship program will equip you with a manual for that decision. In these next 6 weeks, you will trade the question, how old are you, for a better one. What age are you choosing to live in today? Welcome. Step in.
Hey, welcome back to Power Players, and I have with me the amazing, phenomenal, the legend. Dude, this is an international. This guy now, I've had a lot of people in my office, okay, a lot of people in my studio. This man right here is a gift given to this planet by God himself.
I received that. Thank you so much.
Allah, God, Jesus, whoever you count or don't understand or do understand, this dude, I'm telling you, he's made this planet better because of your presence.
Thank you so much. And I feel the same about you. I've been watching you.
Yeah.
And I love your energy and who you are. And I realize as we're sitting here, things will just happen. They happen just.
That's
right. When I saw you, I just said, I love your spirit and energy. And what really get me and what I see is not the words that people speak. Mm-hmm. It's who you are behind the words.
And anybody who had a goal, a dream, or something that they wanted to achieve and allowed their past to determine their present and their future, they're making a mistake. God is up to some amazing stuff with your life. You're going to be a testament. You're going to be an exhibit A. You're going to be an example of what's possible. And so when you look at your life, when you look at where you are, Matt, when you think about your life, Matt, and the things that you've gone through, guess what? Those things are insignificant to what's in you. They're insignificant because there's a power, there's a presence in you. The fact that you're here, the fact that you woke up this morning, Ben, the fact that you woke up and you can say, I thank Lord God for a brand new day. Zed, the fact that you've got breath, the fact that you've got blood running through your veins, that means that God has something. He has something for you to do. That's your assignment, Denise. Hallelujah. Something that as you look at yourself, look at your goals, look at your dreams, he has something. And he said, stand back, death. No. Don't you come up in here looking at Joanne or Denise. Don't you come up in here. Stand back. Pump your brakes. Victoria has something to do. Tamra has something to do. Pastor Dean has something to do for me. Angels, hold that jump back while they do their work uninterrupted. It's possible, ladies and gentlemen, that you've been spared 30, for the greater work. You've been spared. Somebody could have ran a red light. You've been spared for something greater. I just found my family. I'm still processing that. 76, you know what that shows me? God is full of surprises. And when you think that you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. He's full of surprises. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. Boom.
Thank you very much. That is on fire tonight. He did the Rachel Harvey mic drop. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Drop it and pick it up.
Here with Mr. Les Brown tonight. Unmute yourself and just let him be known. Show him some love. Show him
I am running around the
Thank you. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And on top of that, I had the opportunity to work one-on-one with Mr. Les Brown in a coaching session when I was barely able to speak of how much I was learning in such a condensed time. So if you are in this program, and I'm not only talking only to you, Julie, I'm talking to everybody that doesn't believe what's happening here, because I don't believe what's happening here. Like, this is difficult to believe. I know it's difficult for me too. It's absolutely fantastic.
Age versus aging. We have confused aging with age. Aging is what time does to the body. Age is what purpose does to the spirit. Aging is automatic. Age is elective. People speak of getting older as if it were synonymous with getting smaller. I have seen the opposite. I've watched souls expand in their 70s. Entrepreneurs begin in their 50s. Artists awaken in their teens. They didn't discover more time. They discovered a different age. The age of greatness begins the day you stop using a number to predict your future. When you measure your life by effort given, love expressed, and promises kept, a curious thing happens. Time stops shrinking you and starts stretching you. Try this now. Before we move forward, write down one decision you've avoided because of a number. Your age, your bank account, your follower count. Circle it. Today, we dispute the lie that numbers determine your destiny. Here's the promise of this 6-week program. In the first 14 days, you will practice one keystone habit that produces a visible win. In 28 days, I have zero doubt that you will learn how to build new achievement-driven relationships that cause you to begin to see yourself differently. 42 days from now, you will feel different, speak different, and show up in life in a brand new way because you will have clarity about where you are in life, what is misaligned, and what you should commit to next without hype, burnout, or chasing trends. We will use a simple loop: distract, dispute, inspire, distract the fear long enough to act, dispute the lie with truth and evidence, inspire the next tiny step, refuse to negotiate with smallness. This is not information, it is installation. If there's a gap between who you are and who you mean to be, don't fill it with another birthday. Fill it with a choice.
Because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about: stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of stretching out, of acting on my dream, and I don't know what that dream is for you, I can tell you that it's possible. No one could have convinced me that after just over 6 years, I would have my own book entitled Live Your Dreams. Just over 6 years, I would have 5 specials on public television. Just over 6 years, I've done motivational speaking for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, Xerox, IBM, just over 6 years. I will now have my own talk show that will premiere on Monday, Labor Day. I'm saying to you, your dream is possible. Your dream is possible.
Say it with me. It's not over until I win. The age of greatness starts when you decide it does, regardless of the date on your birth certificate. Up to this point, you may be realizing something important. The challenge you're facing isn't a lack of effort, intelligence, or desire. It's that you may be operating with the wrong framework for the season of life you're in. And when the framework is wrong, even good people work hard at the wrong things. That's why the age of greatness was created. Not as motivation, not as inspiration, but as a clarity and decision system for people navigating rapid change. When we work together over 6 weeks, we will move through a very intentional process that has been transformational for thousands of my mentees across the globe. First, we identify the age of life you're actually in, not the one you wish were in or the one you think you should still be in. Next, we will work through the Greatness Code, 7 pillars designed to reveal where values, behavior, and identity are no longer aligned. This isn't about judgment. It's all about honesty and getting crystal clear about who you truly are. Most people don't need more advice. They need a relationship with a mentor who can pull out their best. And once we get connected and that relationship is in place, that is when you will face the most important moment of the program. Together with my proven method, you will choose your future. No pressure, no hype, just the truth.
At least 10 years ago. And it started with me training under some of the best transformational trainers in the world. My mentor, Ray Blanchard, I spoke to him last week and I told him what I was up to. And I told him whose training program I was in. And the one thing that he said to me was, "You're in the right lanes." And coming from him, that means the world to me. When I joined Hungry to Speak, I was expecting a program where I'd be watching a video, I'd be taking some notes, and I'd have people drop in and out. I didn't think that I was going to be in the presence of greatness to this capacity. And I know that you are going to be healthy for years to come because there are so many people just like me waiting for their moment to be in your presence, to learn all that you've experienced. You have so much to pour out and you've been such an inspiration. One of the things that I'll be talking about in my keynote will be a seemingly impossible future. And when I look at you and I study you, that is what you have demonstrated for us. It was seemingly impossible for someone like you to be where you are right now, but you're there. And not only are you there for yourself, you're there for your family, and you're there for the community, you're there for the people. And I honor you, and I'm so grateful. Those of you that are here, count it as a blessing, because there are no programs like this that I have seen, and I've been in lots of programs, as I know many of you have too. So count it as a blessing. I'm grateful. I am here to the end, and I'm so grateful. I love you. Thank you so much.
We love you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tamara.
Really changing lives. Wow. It's for everyone that want to have an impact. It was made for this. This is for greatness. That's really what greatness is about, is allowing people who may not have had a voice to have a voice because they have a mission, because Mr. Brown's mission is bigger than he even can imagine. And he really is here on a purpose, and he is living his purpose. And he truly is changing lives, not just us. Millions of lives because of him are going to be touched by each and every one of us, because we're going to take his torch and we're going to divide it to many more. The man is a legacy beyond legacy. I don't call him a legacy, he's beyond legacy. This is Dalela Corey.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lau. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And the first person that we are going to call up will be Vanny Lee.
Okay. Yeah, I need a lot of feedback, so please help me. I need a lot of help. 3 minutes, right?
Vanny, you got this. Get still,
Yes,
go within.
sir.
You got this. Come out with passion, energy, and conviction. You got this.
Okay. Okay.
From Miss Vanny Lee. Hungry to Speak community. How's the family? Give it up for Miss Vanny Lee.
Brown takes downtown San Diego.
All right, Dad, what's getting ready to happen, Dad?
Oh, Lord. I'm getting ready to get on this little scooter.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about choosing your future. We want a great life.
What prevents us from having that?
How do we block ourselves?
I want you to think about whatever it is that you desire.
Whatever it is you think that'll give your life a sense of meaning, purpose, and direction.
And I want you to think about what is it that enables us to do that.
On the other side of this experience, people don't leave with a notebook full of ideas. They leave with clarity about where they are in life, with accountability for what needs to change, and a 90-day action plan grounded in alignment, not empty conversation. It's our time to stop drifting. It's our time to stop reacting. Right now, begin choosing intentionally. That's why this program is delivered in small application-based cohorts. Not everyone is a good fit, and that's intentional. This work requires reflection, responsibility, and a willingness to bet on you and invest in yourself and do the work. If what we've talked about today resonates with you, and you've been following my work and can feel me in your heart of hearts, the next step is simple.
Then I implore you to remember these words that we'll never forget from the great Les Brown. It's possible. It's possible. And my question for you today is, what work would you put in today if you know that your greatest dreams were possible tomorrow? What new action steps would you start taking to get closer today if you knew that everything, your dream house was possible, your dream career was possible, your dream income was possible? What are you willing to do in order to take yourself where you're not just saying my time will come, but you're saying today it's my time? Because when you say it's your time, then what's possible becomes what's inevitable.
Woo!
Yeah,
And it's
John, that was awesome.
And it's necessary. I've got to keep going so we can get through. And it is necessary that as we take the time to realize that this is all we have in this moment, that all we have is this particular opportunity to understand that this is not a dress rehearsal. All we get is this particular moment of life, this particular moment of breath, this particular opportunity to live out our dreams, to own our dreams, and to understand that as we're pressing toward the mark of a higher calling, as we're tapping into our greatness and our power, we have to understand that it's necessary. It is necessary that you feed your faith until your fears starve to death. That's right. Feed your faith until your fears starve to death. Why do we say that? Why? Because in this day and age that we're in, oftentimes we find ourselves losing our faith, losing our hope, wondering if we can press towards another day, wondering if we're going to be able to deal with the next challenge that's going to unfold before us, wondering if everything will be as we've known life to be, because it seems as if things are shifting more than they've ever shifted. And we find ourselves feeling lopsided. We find ourselves feeling as if our life has been flipped upside down, and we don't know where our true center is. Your center is within you. And so that's why it's important that it is necessary that you take the time to bathe in the silence. It's necessary that you take the time to remind yourself of who and whose you are. It's necessary that you expand your vision and that you get in that place of understanding that everything happens twice in life, once in your mind, then in reality. And it is also necessary that you surround yourself with other powerful dreamers and visionaries and agents of change, because they can pour into you on those days when you feel like throwing in the towel. They can lift you up on those days when you have forgotten. There's a quote that I love. It says, a true friend is someone who remembers the song of your heart when you have forgotten the words. So remember that it is necessary for you to do what is required, for you to own your dreams, and for you to have what you're supposed to have in this life, and do what you're supposed to do in this life, and be who you were designed to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's you. It's you. What people think about you is none of your business. It's you. Don't allow other people's failures to become your fears. It's you. Don't compare yourself with them. You are unique. You're an unrepeatable miracle. And stop waiting. Stop waiting on the illusion of perfection. Abraham Lincoln had a point. People say good things come to those who wait. Yes, the things left by those who hustle. And you can expect to sit at the table of greatness when you have a willingness just to try and survive on the crumbs. When you know who you are, you don't try spending any time to share big dreams with people with small minds. Oh, it's you. And it's time for you to understand that in order to become the person that you need to become, you got to unbecome who you've been. Paul had a point that I must die daily. Yes, there are parts of you that must die so that you can unbecome who you've been and show up and live the authentic life that God has chosen you to live.
I can't stop laughing every time.
John Leslie, did you see what he did at the end?
That's great.
He combined 3 or 4 quotes from what we spoke in tonight. Unreal.
Yeah.
I seen that.
No, y'all hear it? Did y'all catch that? About 8 quotes, not 4. About 8. 8 quotes, not 4.
I don't think I have that memory to memorize 8.
John Leslie, how long do you want the quest to be?
That's a great question. I'm going to
let's first of all,
I got to let that breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
You got to let that breathe. While Dad's getting on.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yes, it is working, Dad.
The future's in front of me.
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you, handsome?
The future's
Staying
in
handsome.
Then we went from
Awesome, awesome.
saying that it's not enough to view all of the
Say hello to your daughter.
because we know that just using the peanut symbolically, that there are many uses
What is
of
this? Oh my gosh, she is so You can't wave all 5 fingers at her? Okay.
Yeah, one.
Did you hear that? No, do you hear that commercial?
No, we don't. So whatever is happening on your computer may be something that Erica needs to move out, but we've got a class to do here.
And once you build your dream, you may be given the opportunity to build a legacy. Who has been called to touch the lives of so many? Les Brown?
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you. It's you. It is you.
It's you.
It's you.
Because time is of the essence. Apply to see if the age of greatness, success in uncharted territory, is the right fit for you. There's no obligation, just an opportunity to gain clarity and decide what matters next. Because the age of greatness does not begin with more information. It begins with a decision. This is Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, Leslie Calvin Brown, saying it will be a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to work with you if you're hungry. Apply now and join me in my private mentorship program entitled The Age of Greatness.
So yes, being in the shadow of greatness, it has its challenges. My father has always been a beacon of hope. He has always stood for everyone else. So what I've always wanted to do, there was no other way I could really help my father, but I've always stood for him. The thing that's most important to me is family. I'm the glue, but they consider me the glue of the family. I have, four brothers and 5 sisters. As we were growing up, when we go from place to place with my father's in the forefront, and I was there looking out for my brothers and sisters. I was the glue. So for me, the most important thing about life is family. And as far back as I can remember, give you an example, I'm a very passionate person, I've always been told. I don't really consider myself passionate, I just love my family unconditionally. I remember a time when I was 9 years old, my father had Muhammad Ali come into town and said that he could beat him in the prime of his career. So they came down to Columbus, Ohio to East High School, were on stage in suits and ties, and they were boxing. Now me and my older brother in the crowd watching, and I'm disgusted. This man has hit my father. So I tell my brother, I'm going to fight him. My brother tells me, you might have a George Foreman flashback. I'm like, you hit my father, he got to hit me. So my father asked everyone in the audience, is anybody in the audience who would like to spar with Muhammad Ali? And he looks and he says, I believe that's my 9-year-old son coming down. Yeah, I'm coming. This man hit you. He hit you, he got to hit me. That's how we roll. We're family. We love each other. So I came up on stage, they gave me the gloves, and we got the boxing. I'm up on stage, I'm throwing with everything I got trying to hurt this man for hitting my father. At the time, I guess I am a little bit crazy, but I realized this is the greatest boxer in history. I'm 9 years old, and I came up here to fight this man on behalf of my father for touching my father. And I get up there, and we're boxing around, and finally he lets his gloves down and lets me just swing at him. And I'm throwing with nothing but bad intention, trying to knock his block off. And God bless his soul that he got out of here, because I've been looking for him ever since I've been gone. We can have a second round. But truly.
And most of all, with the commitments that I make to myself, because I want my life to reflect my words and honoring who I am and what I express. Another challenging area in terms of nurturing and developing that hunger in yourself is learning the art of becoming single-minded, learning how to concentrate, learning how to focus in. And you'll be surprised at the things that you're able to do. When you learn how to block things out, when you learn how to keep thine eyes single, you'll be surprised at the ideas that will come to you, of the people that you'll be able to attract, of the opportunities that you'll be able to see. You'll begin to see things that have been standing there looking you in the face, say, I can't believe this has been here all this time. Here's a habit that I do.
Maybe it might be of some value to you. I get up in the morning and I start writing what great ideas that I can think of today that can improve me and that will enable me to reach my goal. And I just let my mind flow. Sometimes I write 15, 20 ideas. Some days it's more difficult than others. One idea can change your life. One idea can turn your life around. Deciding that you're going to focus to develop your skills. A guy was the new owner of a baseball team that was in the basement of the league when he took it over. He went to the pitcher and he said, "What is your best throw?" He said, "Well, I got a good curveball and I've got a good fastball." And he went on talking about his different throws. He said, "But tell me this, what is your best throw?" He thought for a moment. He said, "I've got a good fastball." He said, "That's all I want you to work on. Nothing else. Just develop your fastball." The next year, they went to the World Series. Most people don't know where their fastball is.
Hello, good afternoon, HTS family. My name is Zet, and I am excited and grateful to be introducing myself. And I am so honored to be in the company of such greatness.
Who is she? To think that she can go against the grain? To think that she can actually conquer the world?
Hello, Hungry to Speak community. I am Dr. Poonam Sharma, and I'm super excited to be here. I am a psychologist in San Antonio, Texas, and I spend my days working one-on-one with people, trying to help them navigate through all sorts of difficulties. I've been doing that for about 25 years.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Kevin Valiers. And what you should know about me, the reason I played that song just now is because that song reminds me of when I was younger and I let fear control my life. I had a chance for a high school football combine, and I failed to execute. I sat on the sidelines just like many people are sitting on the sidelines of life right now and watching it pass them by.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to get emotional.
Wow.
Well, it's good to be here with all you folks. Well, you got one of the best speakers in the world teaching you.
Yes.
Oh, really good. No, Les is. Bar none. I never think of myself as a speaker. I think of myself more as a teacher. I get paid a respectable amount of money for speaking, but I still don't think of myself as a speaker. When I talk to speakers, though, if I'm talking to new speakers, and I do periodically, I usually ask them, what do you charge? And I don't care what the answer is. I always tell them double it.
Hi everyone, my name is Salvador Espinosa. I am from the fabulous city of Compton, the home of the brave. Yes, you have to be brave every time you go get some milk because you might get shot. So I am hungry to speak because I haven't eaten in 3 days. Can you tell? Okay, I'm gonna start seriously.
Hello everyone, my name is Makuba Acha. I recently joined the Hungry to Speak program in sometime around mid-April, end of April. I have postgraduate degrees in international public health and also healthcare administration, as well as graduate diplomas in Agile. Through these career paths that I've taken, in the public health space, I'm able to work with presidents and ministers of health in international low developing countries and implement design public health programs.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So I want to share with you two things mainly, and I'm going to look for someone to demonstrate what I'm going to demonstrate. That creating special moments in a presentation is very important. And over the next few weeks, we're going to break it down in increments so people can see it, can observe it, can work on it and practice it. And then the other one is, which is the bedrock of your presentation, power, feeling, and conviction. That's major. That Les Brown that you saw, that was not me. the original me. That's the one who said, when I saw other speakers and when I saw the number of people they were attracting, and I was in Detroit and I passed out 10,000 flyers. I had an event and 3 people showed up. Your ability to, and somebody asked me this in an interview today, how do you grow the requests for you today? How do you get people to pay you to do virtual events? I'm making more money now than I made when I was traveling on the road. John Leslie, in the last 6 weeks, how much have we generated?
A lot, Dad. I'm not going to say the specific figure. Go ahead, though. A lot.
Good. I'm not going to tell you.
It's possible for me to become an internationally recognized motivational speaker.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much for kicking us off, Ms. Anisha.
It's possible for me to help 100 parents make their first $1,000 from home using the internet.
Yes, yes.
It's possible for me to transform 1,000 lives.
Possible for me to stand out, to go out and pull greatness.
It is not only possible, but it is so that I will transform and empower the lives of young people all over this world, globally, so that their souls awaken to their magnificent
their skill set. There's no shortage of opportunity. There's a shortage of mindset and skill set. There are over 2 million jobs in this country that people cannot take advantage of because of the fact they don't have the skill set. We're going through creative destruction. When I was a kid, I used to work in a bowling alley. They knocked the balls down, the pins down, and we would jump down and we would straighten the pins back up. Somebody created an electronic tray, and that destroyed our jobs. I used to work on an elevator. What floor, please? You got on an elevator. Somebody created an elevator that did not have to be operated manually, and that destroyed my job. When I was in school, girls used to say, hey, what do you want to be? I want to be a long-distance operator. When you made a long-distance call years ago, they had what we call long-distance operator. Am I correct? Yes, and somebody created some technology that eliminated those jobs, millions of jobs. So now we're in it at an accelerated rate. Alvin Toffler talked about it in the book called Future Shock. And so we're going through creative destruction. Things are being created, and it's destroying jobs. I don't care who's in the White House. Nobody can stop that, and it's going to happen at an accelerated rate.
What, you got the Holy Ghost?
What you doing, boy? What you doing, huh?
My mother used to say, tickle, 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 and I would hear that be hiding from under the bed. As soon as she make that noise, tickle, tickle, I'll start laughing. And, oh, Mama, please don't get me. Now, this is my grandson. His name is Honor. Okay, this is my baby son, John Leslie's baby boy. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? Mm-hmm. Very good. How old are you?
4.
You're 4. He is 4 years old. I love you.
I love you too, Grandpa.
I love you too, Grandpa.
All right. Okay. Very good. All right.
Say it's possible.
It's possible.
Say it's possible.
It's possible.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
It's you.
It's you.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's done.
It's done.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Got to start about young. Got to start about young.
Oh, y'all look good. I want you to look at something right now. Think of some major goal you want, or maybe it's one you're already working on and you have experienced a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. You've experienced a lot of disappointment. Maybe you've already given up. And maybe you just need a little fire, a little encouragement to get back in the game again. Here's what I want you to look at. There are winners There are losers, and there are people who have not discovered how to win. And all they need is some coaching. All they need is some help and assistance, just a little support. All they need is some insight or a different strategy, a plan of action to make some adjustments that will open up the key to a whole new future for them, that will give them access to the unlimited power that they have within themselves.
I don't understand how you can have stadiums filled up every day with thousands of people screaming out, hey, and ho, and you can't have those people scream out belief, vision, purpose, success. You have, everybody say success. Yeah, thank you, right? Right? So my goal was to be that type to make such an impact that I could shift the dynamics on that.
Call forth your team.
Call forth your team.
See, there's a reason why multi-million and billion-dollar corporations are doing mergers and sometimes with former competitors in order to stay afloat in the global economy. And that's because they understand that it's this time and this mindset of me, myself, and I is antiquated. It's dated methodology. Repeat after me, say solo.
Solo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
See, you flying solo, you're not flying.
Ooh.
Tell your story, Ben.
Okay. So my name is Ben Swicegood, and when I was 6 or 7 years old, I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts with my dad, and my dad was a successful man. He was hardworking. He was liked by many. And I remember thinking, when I grow up, I want to be just like my dad. And then years later, when I'm sitting in a jail cell, strung out on drugs, lost everything, feeling miserable, nothing left but pain and regret, those thoughts came back to my mind of, when I grow up, I want to be just like my dad. See, my dad was a hard worker. Like I said, he was a perfectionist, and I grew up with this mentality that I thought I had to be perfect. And when you try to be perfect and you try to fit yourself into a position or a place that you don't belong, like TD Jakes says, you pop out. And so I popped out and went a different direction. And what I learned through all these experiences, and I want you to write these down, is I learned, number one, that you have to have the right mindset.
I want you to imagine just for a moment that if you had a crystal ball and you projected out into the future, and if you could create any future for yourself, if you could take that moment in time and just create that future, what would that future look like now to you? You see, power is choice. And when you can choose your future, you have that power.
New York City, we made it. All righty.
Look at this thing.
Can you motivate an unmotivated person?
Yes. You can motivate them if you take the time. And one of the things that I train speakers, what gave me a competitive advantage in the speaking industry, and there was nobody on stage that looked like me, I noticed two things. Number one, they were just giving information. If information could change people, everybody would be skinny, rich, and happy. Information only impacts two areas of the brain. I came in with a story about the hunger to buy my mother a home. A story touched the heart, and it impacts 5 areas of the brain that we never found a way, never got the help from somebody that can take us to a place in ourselves that we can't go by ourselves to help us deal with it so we can get past it.
And I think can you motivate an unmotivated person? I think that one of the things that Dad teaches, that environment is more important than people. It's tough when you're in a negative environment where no one's achieved anything, no one's holding you accountable.
I'm with you wherever thou goest. I will be there. What are you doing here? One night I'm looking at television. I see these young guys on television using all kind of profanity. Young ladies not dressed appropriately. They're doing drugs. And I was looking down them at my nose saying, look at this exploitation. This is horrible. This is demeaning. This is degrading. And as I sat there in the dark in my Fruit of the Loom underwear, God asked, what are you doing here? On the couch, talking about them. There's never been a statue erected to a critic, and you're cancer-free, you're debt-free, you're drama-free. I gave you the gift of word to inspire. Here you are sitting in the dark looking at these young boys, and they got somebody to buy into their dream. They got somebody to invest in their script. They got a cast, they got a crew, they got cameras, they got studios, they got it in theaters, they got it on television. You should be on television, and they should be on a couch watching you. What are you doing here? See, the difference between the world today, ladies and gentlemen, is that the bad people are outworking the good people. It's never been a statue erected to a critic. They work hard. Let us say together, it's my time. Say it now, it's my time.
It's your time. People know me as Mamie Brown's baby boy. Let me slow this down for a moment. Everything I have achieved, everything you've seen me do, it all goes back to one decision made by one woman. Mamie Brown was in her mid-40s. She had a third-grade education, and she made a choice to adopt 6 children that were not her own. She didn't have money. She didn't have connections. She didn't have a degree on the wall, but she had something more powerful. She had belief. She had love, and she passed both of those to me. All my life, I wanted to make my mother proud. My first major goal before the speeches, before the books, before any of it, was to buy my mother a home. And I did that. The same principles, the same strategies, the same hunger that allowed a kid labeled educable, mentally retarded, to buy his mama a house. Those are the principles I'm going to share with you. Now let me walk you through what I call the 5 Gs. This is my journey, and it can be your map. Between birth and 20, I was in the age of growing. Not just physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I use these principles to get unstuck from poverty. To leave a sales job at Sears that did not value me, to become a radio personality when nobody believed I could. If you are between 0 and 20, or you have a child, a grandchild, or a young person in your life who needs direction, this program becomes the foundation. It helps turn the age of growing into the age of greatness. Don't let them figure life out alone. I wish I'd had this at their age, but life doesn't let you stay comfortable. I was fired as a radio DJ. Why? For protesting police brutality, for speaking truth. They took my microphone and showed me the door. I was devastated. I didn't know what the next chapter would look like. That's when I entered the age of grinding, 20 to 40. And here's what saved me: a friend, someone who believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. He said, let's run for office. At 31 years old, I was elected to the Ohio State Legislature. Because of achievement-driven relationships, I passed several bills in my first term. I was grinding, but I had only scratched the surface, and my son John Leslie says something I want you to remember. Don't let your group destroy your greatness. If you choose to work with me and my team over the next 6 weeks, you will be part of a community that holds you accountable, that pushes you, that helps you better your best. If you're between 20 and 40, don't sit on the sidelines. This is your season to build. Don't waste it grinding alone. Now, let me tell you about the hardest years of my life. For 14 years, I wanted to do more than politics. I wanted to make an impact beyond the political arena, but I kept putting it off year after year. I watched Zig Ziglar. I watched Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. They spoke to my soul. But I didn't have a mentor. Then I met Mike Williams from Columbus, Ohio. Mike saw something in me I couldn't see in myself. He encouraged me. He stretched me. He called me higher. Was it challenging? Heaven, yes. Yes, it was. Was it expensive? Yes. Did I think about giving up? Many times. Yes. But my group wouldn't let me. Even when I was sleeping on my office floor with my youngest son, John Leslie, in my arms in the Penobscot building in Detroit, Michigan. Even when I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. My mentors were the bridge to my destiny. That's the age of grit, 40 to 60. Have you been there? And if that's where you are right now, hold on. We will be your bridge. We will see you to the other side. When you survive the age of grit, something shifts. You enter the age of guiding. 60 to 80. This is when your life becomes the curriculum. I'm not a role model. I'm an enrollment model. I don't want you to just watch my life. I want to enroll you in creating yours. And here's the secret most people never hear. The age of greatness is available at any age. It's not a number on a calendar. It's a decision. Over the next 6 weeks, you'll have weekly assignments. They won't always be easy, but remember this, 90% of success is showing up. When you show up consistently, you'll discover something powerful. There is greatness within you. You are more powerful than you've ever imagined by yourself. Now, let me tell you where I am in my life. I am over 80 years old, and by God's grace and mercy, I am planning how to make an even bigger impact in my 90s. I'm in the best age of my life. I am in the age of giving. That's why this program's affordable. I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm already blessed. I'm doing this because my assignment is to conspire to inspire until I expire. We all have to leave here one day. I know that, but I feel like a 30-year-old man trapped in a 60-year-old body. And when you live in the age of greatness, your life isn't dictated by the calendar. It's dictated by your convictions. And my conviction is simple. I have something to give you, and I don't want the price to be the reason you miss it. Over the next 6 weeks, my goal is to teach you as much as I can. Everything that helped me live my dreams, everything that helped my children and my children's children bring theirs to life. And if you apply today and you're accepted, we're offering a 70% discount. This program normally costs between $10,000 and $15,000. But if you enroll within the next 24 to 48 hours, you can join the Age of Greatness for just $2,997, $29.97. At this stage in my life, I only want to work with people who are hungry, people who value mentorship, people who are ready to do the work. If that's you, here's what to do right now. Fill out the Greatness Clarification Survey. It takes about 3 minutes. We'll review it and we'll let you know if it's a fit. We keep the group small. This isn't a stadium event. This is mentorship. So click the link, fill out the survey. And if we're aligned, we'll reach out within 24 hours. We begin Sunday, March 1st, every week, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. This is live. This is interactive. This is us working together to help you have a year where you make legendary progress and learn how to have success in uncharted territory. This window will not stay open forever. The rapid pace of technological and societal change has created a unique window of opportunity for those willing to adapt and lead. Those who can develop the mindset and skills to navigate uncertainty will shape the next decade, guiding their organizations and communities towards a more prosperous future. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for trusting me with this hour. And remember this, no matter what you decide, it's not over until you win. This is Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, Leslie Calvin Brown, saying, you have something special. You have greatness within you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Les Brown, oh great one. Your friend Eric Worre here. I want to wish you the happiest of birthdays. It's rare you get to talk to a living legend. You get to be friends with a living legend. And wow, do we have some stories over the last several decades. And you know what's at the center of all those stories? The impact that you've had on the world, the impact that you've had on people's lives. It's what's interesting about your life and what's interesting about legacy is if a person, you know, if our life is a pond and you drop a rock in the middle of that pond, you get to see a few of those ripples, and that's you having an impact on people, millions and millions around the world. You got to experience and see the impact of a few of those ripples. But the exciting thing is, for everyone that you've seen or heard about, there are tens of thousands of others that you'll never see, but their lives were changed because of you. So, we are what we leave behind, and what you have done to this point and what you're going to continue to do for many, many years is plant seeds of greatness in the world. And in that way, you get to live forever because you will help affect the DNA of generations. So I just want to celebrate you today. And thank you from our community, the community that I work with. The impact that you've had there is just immeasurable. So I hope you have a great, fantastic day with people that you care about. Know that the world cares about you, and you're just getting started. Can't wait to see you sometime soon, my friend. Happy birthday.
So anybody can drop out of school. Anybody can drop out of life. Anybody can be a failure. It doesn't take courage to be a failure. It takes courage to decide to achieve. It takes courage to harness your will and do things even if you don't like doing them. But if they're the right thing to do, it takes courage to muster up the inner strength to keep on keeping on when you want to give up. It's about having the courage to stand up for your convictions, having the courage to do that which you've been called to do. All of us have a calling in life. Just think, what if Martin Luther King did not have the courage to give his speech or to accept the mantle of leadership? Just think, where would we be now if Mrs. Rosa Parks did not have the courage to take a seat on the platform of the conviction that I'm a person too?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've been encouraged by the message of Les Brown. Of course, he said he takes a lot of courage from me also. I think as long as I have breath and life and can wake up and move around and have some help, that I will continue to be as courageous as I can to extend my dream.
Now, Leslie, don't disappear on me. Come up here, please. Come up here. I just got to do something special for you. Sarah, come up here, please. These two went on the elevator, and they did something on the elevator, and I want them to do it together. Come up here. These young people, they have all these little things that they do. So they've been on the elevator, and what do you call it? They did beatbox on the elevator. Y'all go ahead.
Okay, so this is one of those parent moments where your dad embarrasses you. We met on the elevator, and I said, "What? Remember when they used to have elevator music?" I said, "What happened to elevator music?" And so let's reenact it. Let's reenact it. Okay, come in the elevator with us, Dad. Only come in the elevator with us. We get on the elevator. And whatever happened to elevator music? Say elevate. Hold on. Okay, keep going. All right. 3 say elevate, but I'm gonna do it on rhythm. 1, 2, 3.
But before I say something, I want you to hear from the future of our nation, the only granddaughter of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, my daughter and Andrea's daughter, Yolanda Renee King.
We have young people now, and because they cannot see how they fit into the future, they act like misfits. So we've got to take them through a process that will begin to give their lives some meaning, so they can begin to develop a strong sense of direction. Once your life has a strong sense of identity, that gives your life a sense of direction. And once you have a sense of direction, that gives your life a sense of purpose. Right now, our young people have no reason for living. They don't feel empowered. They feel like they have no role in what's happening today. They feel powerless rather than powerful. So more than anything, we've got to begin to empower them, to let them know that they can make a difference in their lives. How do you do that?
Spread the word. Have you heard? All across the nation, we are going to be a great generation.
Motivational speaker. His name is Honor Brown, and he's here to present to you a speech that he loves very much and that I love very much. Honor, please, let's give him a round of applause.
Have you decided what you're going to do when you grow up?
I want to be a preacher like my father.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you for what you're doing all the time, changing so many people's lives who have listened to you over the years, and now some working with you, many who've worked with you perhaps over the years. So we are grateful to you.
I wasn't a pimp, I was a conductor. I'm about to have a flashback up in here. And Frank Sinatra said, live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. Michael Jackson said, this is it, but it wasn't the it that he had in mind. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, this is your time. Come up, John Leslie.
He said OPP.
Yeah, we trying to figure out what that acronym is.
OQP.
OQP.
Get your mind out together.
I'm stuck in OPP.
Only quality people. Look around your table. Look around your table. Only quality people. Raise your hand if you're familiar with Billie Jean. Raise your hand. Okay. Some people don't know you must not be on YouTube. The Wolf of Marketing. Give it up for my VIP, my guy, Billie Jean.
Wow. First and foremost, honestly, I just feel thankful to be here. This is very humbling. I'm walking, just so much love from all of you, and it's overwhelming. Honestly, I don't really get nervous. I'm on stage a lot. I feel very uncomfortable right now with introductions like that. Like, to me, I'm just a kid, born and raised in Southeast San Diego. My parents grew up on welfare. My mom was one of 13. Violence, you know, all the things. Grandfather was murdered, uncle was murdered. All the things in a story that make a story. And my dad just happened to get really good at sales and car sales, take us out of the hood, sent me to private Catholic school my entire life. And so I felt like I had a duty to do more because I was given an opportunity. Yeah. I learned this thing called marketing and Facebook ads about 12 years ago. And now our ads have been seen 1 billion times. I don't know, I'm so thankful to be here. I really appreciate you guys. And another day. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Billy Jean is marketing. This is...
Wow. What a beautiful venue it is.
Get loud. Get excited for the GOAT, Les Brown.
But as Les Brown's only grandson, he doesn't just come on the stage without a round of applause. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The youngest motivational speaker in the world, only 7 years old. His name is Honor Phoenix Brown.
If you want to be fine enough to go out and fight for it.
To work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it.
And life seems useless and worthless without it. And if you'll gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it.
And if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity.
Strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, famish, or gold, sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want. If dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it with the help of God.
You will get
Ooh, yeah. Somebody say, live your greatness. Live your greatness. Somebody say, oh yeah. Live your greatness. Oh yeah. Live your greatness. Oh yeah. Live your greatness. Les Brown said, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, I reach high. I won't be dismissed. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. I walk bold, I'm fearless, I'm blazing. It's not over until I win. It's not over. It's not over until we win. I live my dreams, I won't back down. On my feet, I wear my crown. Other people's opinion of me doesn't define. I'm who God made me. God made me. All right. Rock us completely. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well. Yeah. Les Brown said, too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. I step out, I conquer, I shift the gears. You are the only real obstacle in your path.